Honorable Kim Jae-hyun, Minister of Korea Forestry Service, Honorable Monique Barbutt, Executive Secretary of UNCCD, and Honorable Cho Hyun, Vice Foreign Minister of Republic of Korea, and Vice Minister Joran Maletic, Vice Minister of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Excellencies, very distinguished guests, experts, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to say a few words of congratulations and encouragement on this occasion as my new capacity as President of the Assembly and Chairman of the Council of Global Green Growth Institute. I know that you had already had an excellent meeting yesterday, expert panel sessions and discussions. And please allow me at this time to first congratulate and thank the Minister of Korea Forest Service, Mr. Jae-hyun Kim, and also my dear colleague, UNCCD Executive Secretary, Monique Barbutt, for organizing the very important session in my country, Korea. And I thank you. This is very dear to me, the critically important issue of land degradation. I'm really pleased to meet the Executive Secretary Monique Barbutt, with whom I have been working very closely since September 2013, and congratulations for your hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm very pleased to witness such a gathering of renowned experts and focused intentions to address the issue of land degradation neutrality. This topic is closely related to several sustainable development goals and therefore close to my heart because SDGs were adopted by world leaders in September 2015 when I was still the Secretary General. As I mentioned a moment ago, the SDGs are very important. I think most important and far-reaching and most ambitious plan which United Nations has ever presented to international community. Therefore, regardless where we live, what our backgrounds are, and what we aspire to do with our lives, implementing these sustainable development goals, and particularly to make this world healthier and decent lives for everyone. We human beings are terrestrial beings, and we depend on the earth to give us life and sustain us. But every year we lose 24 billion tons of fertile soil. And these land degradation issues are indeed very serious. They threaten human security, food and water security, soil health, ecosystem resilience, and more, all of which make us more vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. And it is a vicious cycle, and it is terribly short-sighted on our part. Unless we cut this vicious cycle somewhere, this vicious cycle will continue to cycle and threaten our lives of humanity as well as our planet Earth. And it is also ironic, at a time when we should be coming together to tackle land degradation, we are actually enabling and contributing to the problem with unregulated development, illegal deforestation, irresponsible waste disposal, and even armed conflict among the government and groups. With these growing pressures on our lands, we, as both the caretakers and offenders of our nature and planet, we need to prevent future losses in social, natural, and economic capital through development and implementation of land degradation neutrality, LDN. LDN is essential to enhancing food and nutrition security, supporting ecosystem functions and services, and ensuring the well-being of future generations. There are countless places in the world where the situation is dire and in need of LDN. We need not look farther than right here, the Korean Peninsula. Just a short drive due north from here, there exists one of the gravest environmental situations. During my inaugural speech as the president and chair of the Gggi, I said that with some luck and wise planning, the Institute may have a unique role to play as a politically neutral intergovernmental organization in bringing the green growth model to all of the Korean Peninsula, which can help lead to peace and stability throughout the peninsula and the region. This morning I had some discussions with Minister Kim on how Korea Forest Service and Gggi can work together for this purpose. In this regard, with the recent detente in inter-Korea and regional geopolitical relations of late, it would be wise to think about and explore now the potential international environmental cooperation with the focus on land degradation issues, whether it is directly related to agricultural productivity, which is one of the national priorities of North Korea, or reforestation of unnaturally barren regions, engagement in cooperation measures to address land degradation could be a useful starting point to promote peace and stability in the region, including the Korean Peninsula. I understand the Korea Forest Service and Gggi are now exploring such collaborative ideas as KFC can utilize its past successes and expertise, and the Gggi can play a key role in mobilizing public and private investment and its status as a neutral international organization. I urge more organizations to seize the momentum and join in the efforts which are closely aligned with the SDGs and could yield economic and environmental returns, social and humanitarian returns, and political returns in the form of peace and stability. It would be worthwhile to explore potential partnerships among government agencies, intergovernmental organizations, academic and research institutions, and even private firms to begin to identify projects that will simultaneously contribute to SDGs, LDN, and post-conflict recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, so please join me in continuing our work while we work together to make this world better. I, as a former Secretary General, and in my new capacity as chair of this Gggi, will spare no efforts to make sure that the Sustainable Development Goals and LDN issues can be promoted working together. And I thank you for your strong commitment, and let's work together to make this world better for all. I thank you. 감사합니다.